Isn't it beautiful? Oh my. That's the moon, and the sun's coming up behind me. It's beautiful out here. I don't know, it's about 5 o'clock in the morning. Pup and I are out for our excursion. It's too hot in the middle of the day, so we come out early, so we get lots of time out here. Shoot, sorry, getting shaky there. I read this morning. And I know that the universe teaches us lessons by way of repetition. So when you find yourself dating the same type of person over and over, you think they're a nice person, and then you realize that they're just, as shady as all the rest of the people that you've ever dated or were married to. Some of them are better at hiding things than others. But, it's what you're seeking that you're finding. What you seek seeks you. You've got to learn that, well, I had to learn. Don't ever let me tell you you need to do something, because you don't have to do anything. Especially, you don't have to take my advice, but I have been through the ringer. And I realized that I was looking in relationships with men for people who were like my father. The only problem is I didn't realize, I thought my dad was honest. I saw an honest man lie a lot of times, and I never even knew it. I thought my mom was really honest too, but I saw her lie a lot. Some people are better at deceiving than others, and when they've got your trust as a young child, you look up to them, not realizing that they never even had your best interests at heart. Is that crazy or what, huh? If we go this way, we can still get the moon. Yeah, it is crazy. No, pup, we're going this way. Okay, so what I saw this morning was repetitions change your beliefs. That floored me, because I know they teach us, the universe teaches us by way of repetition, but repetition is also what changes your beliefs, and it's true. Oh my gosh, is it true? It's like a breakthrough for me. I've been testing all this stuff for a really long time, and I've come to believe in the power of prayer, because really there is so much power in prayer. I can't even tell you how much power there is in prayer. Boy, is that moon beautiful or what? Man, it's so pretty. I see beautiful things out here. I wish I would have thought to use my camera. I was shown, man, I was shown amazing things in the desert. You can't, a lot of people think that the desert is just scrub and snakes. It's so much more than that. First of all, it's peace and it's quiet. It's the lack of insects that make the desert so dang quiet. There are mosquitoes, oh dang it. And I should have put some spray on because my back got bit up yesterday, dang it. Anyway, sorry to get sidetracked. I do it far too often, I know. But let's see if you can see any of this now. Oh, you can. Okay. Good. My arm's getting tired. Oh, shoot. I gotta keep it turned this way, don't I? Ah. Ooh. I don't know how that's gonna turn out. Anyway. repetitions can drive you mad. I've found that too. Because when you just keep doing the same thing and getting the same results, and you realize that years and years are gone from your life, it's really aggravating. And then you realize that, that you're eternal, and I'm, when I heard that and I realized it was true, come on, Pop, this way, come on. I was not happy. I couldn't even imagine having to come back here and do the same things and learn the same things. And then I realized that, let's see if I can turn this around. I realized, hey guys, I realized that, I guess life is as hard as you want to make it. You can't escape. No one goes through unscathed. I've always known that. And we all have trauma, and it needs to be healed if we want to ever even have the chance at a relationship that's not going to be either destructive or cause more trauma. And that's what I've been doing for the last 6 years, trying to heal the trauma that's been in my past. And I guess when I started to go and do that, I was shown how much there really was. And I realized that there's no way I can do this. It's in my birth chart, a Petra Dash, which is an ancestral curse that needs to be healed. And a Kalsarpa Dasha, which I don't even want to tell you about. It's so bad. But, when I read it, I couldn't deny it because it was all true. And it said that you'll never know the love of your family, children, siblings. Yeah, and it's like, oh my gosh, it's true. I was, 60 years, 59 or 60 when I read that? And it had already come true. And I couldn't believe it. It was true. It was horrifyingly accurate. They're narcissists, Narcissists are incapable of love. And if, and then, of course, I was seeking out people just like my family in relationships, and that's what I got. People just like my family in relationships. Narcissists, pedophiles, the whole 9 yards, liars, thieves. So that's what I got. I didn't realize that my family was so atrociously horrible, only because of the betrayal blindness, for one, which is a real thing. When you're thrown under the bus every other day, the minute you get out of the hospital, you get hit by another bus, and you look around, and there's nothing but smirks on everybody's face, and you don't see it, because that's what always happens, you just figure that's how life is. That's not how life is supposed to be. I realized today. I don't know. I say it's far too late to make a difference, but if I can help someone else, then let it not be for nothing what I went through. Because if you find yourself in the same type of relationship over and over and over, then you need to heal the trauma from your childhood and from your past relationships, even from your children. It's no easy thing to do. And when you keep trying, you realize that there's no way you can heal that stuff without God. So then you have to go in search of that. He's there. He's waiting patiently. I mean, he's the one who created Saturn, right? Saturn's one of the rulers in my birth chart. A major player, let's just call him. Because that's what he is. He's a major player. And so is God. And when you realize that, and you say, okay, I surrender. I can't do this myself. There's just way too much. Something changes. Something changes in a big way. Hey, pup. Hey, pup. I decided let's go down the hill. You want to go down the hill? Come on. Come on, we're going to go down the hill. Come on. Good girl. Okay. Hold on a sec. I got to get her leash. Oh, got it. Good girl. Good girl. Okay. Something changes, and I can't quite put my finger on it. Maybe things lighten up a little bit. Yeah, that's what it is. It's like you just lost 30 pounds. That's how it feels. When I was pregnant with my son, I gained 97 pounds. So I know what it feels like to lose 30 pounds in a hurry. And that's what it felt like. It felt like I had just lost a whole bunch of weight. That was a good feeling. I got down to 112 in 3 months. Yeah. So I was like 200 pounds. Oh my God. Maybe I wasn't 200, but it felt like 200. I didn't gain that much with my second child, thank goodness. But that's because I learned my lesson. I wasn't going to repeat that one. However, I've been repeating the relationship trauma for my whole life. And boy, that hurts. Let me tell you. You guys got to see this. Hold on a sec. I'm going to turn the camera back around because this is really pretty. Yeah. This is that big long hill. I think in the first video. Yeah, it was in the first video. Ooh, and there's the bats. Excuse me. Oh, and here's the sand hill. That if you don't keep your feet in front of you, you get your butt full of stickers. And that baby is steep. It really is. Yep. Okay, so on relationships, when you start to go to heal the past traumas from relationships, now, in the last video, I told you guys, if you ask your guides for a sign, they'll give it to you. And they'll help you realize what your traumas from the past are. They even helped me find in my birth chart, you know, doing the progress chart and then the zodiacal releasing where exactly the date that these things happened that I repressed. And, wow, I was only 9 years old. Oh, I don't even want to think about it. But, they're there to help you. When you ask questions, they will give you the answers. If you don't get the answers, it's because you're not mature enough yet to handle them. Believe me. I was blown away by what I found out, and I let my emotions take over, and that's when they just shut down, Nope, we're not answering anymore. We're here, we love you, but we are not going to give you any information that's going to put you on overload and let you go down the deep end again. It's the first, You know, when I found out they were all narcissists. They didn't need to give me answers to figure that out, you know? Enough videos on narcissism and narcissistic abuse and all that other stuff was all I needed. Psychotic. Psychopaths. Oh, I've had my share. Let me tell you, I have had my share. No more for me, thank you very much. Oh. Anyway, I thought I'd share this with you guys. So, if you see patterns in your relationships, if they're all pretty abusive, and don't just write off, do not write off, what is it? Verbal abuse as not abuse, because I'm telling you what, verbal abuse does so much damage. It's not even, that's water down there. That bright patch. Pretty cool, huh? Do not ever write off verbal abuse. It is highly damaging. It causes a lot of trauma. And if you put up with it for many years, you probably have that betrayal blindness where, you know, people who you think love you, verbally abuse you and take away all your self-esteem and your self-worth. Oh, it's so damaging. And that is trauma. And that needs to be healed. And first thing you need to do is never put up with it again. Just don't put up with it. Kick it to the curb. Woo, run away if you have to. Whatever you got to do, but don't put up with it anymore. Because you know what it does? It stamps a big V on your forehead. And that's what all abusers look for. Someone with a V on their forehead. Victim, L for loser. Because that's basically what you become when you have no self-worth or self-esteem. You become a loser. And it's easy to spot, especially for those who are looking. So don't let yourself get stamped with that. Don't let people take your self-worth and your self-esteem from you. It's detrimental. And the trauma, unchecked and unhealed, causes your immune system to get low, keeps you from fighting off bacteria and all kinds of things that can cause serious illnesses. And it's a short drop from there, let me tell you. I mean, it's what you think about, you bring about. I kid you not. If you're putting time and energy into a narcissist, that's what you're going to get. Nothing but narcissistic abuse. Don't put your time or energy into someone who doesn't give a shit about you. It's highly detrimental to your own health. You know, I mean, come on. Really? It's highly detrimental to your own health. Why would you put someone ahead of yourself? And if you're not healthy, you can't take care of anyone else. I know sometimes it seems like taking care of someone else is you know, what you were meant to do. But you're really not meant to do that. You're really meant to take care of yourself first. And then, if you have a child or someone else who needs care, do that. You know? Not taking care of yourself first only leads to trouble. And it really does lead to a lot of trouble. There's the moon going down. The sun has not yet come up. This is my favorite time of day right here. This is it. It's so beautiful here. Any direction you look. And it's quiet. I hear one cricket. Usually the desert doesn't even have crickets. Hold on, bub. Okay, we're going this way this time. Come on, let's go this way. Yeah, come on. Good girl. Oh, you want a drink? We can get a drink. Yep, we can get a drink. Anyway, I guess I'm going to sign off, but I hope you heard what I said. If you're finding that your relationships are just a repetitious cycle of what feels like sheer hell, then you know, you're the common denominator there. Nothing to change but yourself, you know what I mean? And you think, well, no, they do this. You can't change anybody else. We all know that's right. So, come on, Pep. You want to go in the water over here? Come on. Yeah, good girl. Oh, hold on. Hold on. Anyway, I'm going to sign. Oh, look at the moon on the water. Ooh, that's pretty. I'm glad I saw that. I'm going to sign off, guys. Take care of yourself. And if you have any questions on this relationship stuff, I've been studying the crap out of it for 6 years. You'd think I'd be doing better, but hey, it is what it is, right? Love you all. Thanks.